Hello and welcome to the Week in Pensions, brought to you by the pensions team at Gowling WLG. I'm Ian Chapman-Curry, and each week I bring you the latest important developments on pensions law and regulation, along with general news highlights from the world of pensions. You can find out more about the pensions team at Gowling WLG, get more of our insights and sign up for alerts at gowlingwlg.com/pensions-UK. Our first item this week is that the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association has published guidance for trustees on the preparation of implementation statements. The PLSA's guidance is intended to help trustees of both defined benefit and defined contribution schemes navigate requirements to publicly disclose their investment and responsible investment activity over the previous year in an implementation statement. The PLSA's guidance offers practical, step-by-step support for trustees and is aimed at helping them produce meaningful and relevant disclosures. It also sets out what the PLSA considers to be the key guiding principles that trustees should follow when preparing implementation statements. Just a reminder that the requirement to produce implementation statements applies to relevant schemes, which are broadly money purchase schemes with 100 or more members from the 1st of October 2020 and to defined benefit schemes from 1st of October 2021. Next, HMRC has released statistics showing decreases in both flexible payments and payments to QROPS. HMRC's latest official statistics on flexible payments from pensions and transfers to qualifying recognised overseas pension schemes, also known as QROPS, shows that there has been a marked decline. According to the figures, 340,000 individuals withdrew a total of 2.3 billion from their flexible savings during the second quarter of 2020, a decrease of 17% from the 2.8 billion withdrawn in the same quarter last year. On QROPS, an already clear downward trend in the number of transfers continued this year, from 5,000 transfers in 2018-19 to 4,400 in 2019-20. A total of 550 million was transferred into a QROPS during 2019-20, the fifth consecutive annual decline in the value of transfers from a peak of 1.76 billion in 2014-15. A busy week for HMRC, as it's also published the 122nd edition of its pension schemes newsletter. In the latest edition, HMRC reminds scheme administrators to issue annual allowance pension savings statements for the 2019-20 tax year by the 6th of October 2020 to all members whose pension savings exceeded the annual allowance during the tax year. And to finish off this week in pensions, a few highlights from the pensions and national press. Pensions experts have reported on the probe launched by the House of Commons' Work and Pensions Committee into pension freedoms and protections for members. The Work and Pensions Committee has announced it will focus on scams in the first stage of its three-part inquiry into the impact of pension freedoms and levels of protection for pension savers. The committee announced last week that its broad inquiry will investigate how savers are protected as they move from saving for retirement to using their pension savings under freedom rules. The inquiry will first focus on pension scams before moving on to look at accessing pension savings and saving for later life, with a call for evidence expected to be published next year. Employee Benefits reports that pension withdrawals during COVID-19 have decreased by 42%. The number of employees making pension withdrawals as a flexible income in April 2020 has decreased by 42% in comparison to April 2019. And that's according to research conducted by the Association of British Insurers. The number of employees taking only a tax-free lump sum has also decreased by over a half, with a fall of 53%. In the national press, The Guardian has focused on ESG news from Nest, the UK's biggest pension fund by membership. The National Employment Savings Trust, or Nest, is to begin divesting from fossil fuels in what climate campaigners have hailed as a landmark move for the industry. Nest currently has 9.1 million members and 9.5 billion of assets under management, up from 5.7 billion last year. Nest has announced that it will ban investments in any companies involved in coal mining, oil from tar sands, and Arctic drilling. But the move does put Nest, which is a public corporation set up at arm's length under the Department for Work and Pensions, potentially at odds with the current Pensions Minister, Guy Opperman, who earlier this month condemned divestment as counterproductive. And that's all from the Week in Pensions for this week. We'll be taking a short 1 week break next week and returning on Wednesday, the 19th of August, with a roundup of everything that's been going on over the height of summer. Just a reminder that you can find out more about the pensions team at Gowling WLG and sign up for alerts at gowlingwlg.com/pensions-UK. Also, if you'd like to get in touch, all of my contact details are available at tinyurl.com/GWLGICC. Until next time, I hope that you have a great week in pensions.